Wedged between Lexington and Louisville, Kentucky, there's a small town called Bagdad, and here you'll find a little food mart called B&N Food Market. You can pump some gas, grab some groceries, and maybe enjoy some lunch. However, what you might miss is that the lunch you can enjoy here is of legendary status. Meet Buckshot. Born and raised in Bagdad, Kentucky, in 2018 he had the idea to start smoking meats and offering them at his grandfather's food mart. And that decision would alter the trajectory of his family's business.
I'm Buckshot. I'm the owner of B&N Food Market, and I'm the head bologna slicer here too. Yeah, I think we've had almost every state come here. Everybody's welcome here. We've had them, a different country usually every day or something.
And then before we get into the store, we gotta know the meaning behind the name Buckshot.
Well, Buckshot happened because my granddad, who owned the store, he's the one that started the store. They called him Newt. So Newt comes to see me the day I was born, and when he saw me, he's like, well, he ain't no bigger than a Buckshot. I was real small, but it took me, I didn't grow till I was about 30 years old, probably. When he bought the store in 1970, him and my grandmother, her dad, her parents, Mama Bailey and Papa Bailey, which is the B and the B&N. That's how B&N got its name, Bailey and Newton. They started as a grocery store. They would cut sides of beef in the back. That's how they would get their steaks, hamburger, but back in them days, you didn't have all these Kroger, Walmart, you know. They took care of the community, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And your uncle takes it over, and you actually got in trouble as a child.
Yeah, I got in trouble a few times, but one of the most infamous was when I got my job taken away as a 12-year-old working the cash register here for my granddad and my uncle. Somebody ratted me out for working. Anyway, it was kind of a big to-do because the news it was in the newspaper, then the news came out here, and the news, they interviewed me in there, they said, well, Buckshot, what happened to you since you lost your job? And I had a pair of shorts on, and I pulled my pockets out, and they were empty, and I was like, this is what's happened.
As a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Trying to keep a working man down, but we found a loophole to get it to where my uncle became my legal guardian, so about a week or so later, I got my job back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And been here ever since.
And I told the news that day, back then I used to play basketball all the time when I was a kid because, you know, that's what we did out here. And I was like, yeah, I'd like to go to the NBA, and then I'm also going to be the owner of this place one day too. So I had lofty goals, and somehow one of them worked out.
Good, yeah. Yeah, 50%. You're on it.
Yeah, so you always got to be a dreamer, I guess. You know, people probably thought I was nuts when I said that, but I said what I meant.
Now, when your uncle took over, did he incorporate like smoking the meats? Or
well, when Rusty bought the place in '88, he bought it when he was like real young. He was like 25 or something. So anyway, he bought it and kind of made it into like maybe made it into a convenience store type, and when he took over, he started like doing the deli more. So him and my granddad, they started cooking cheeseburgers here, and so every day they would do breakfast and lunch.
But you've taken this like craft of smoking to next level.
Yeah.
Learning from other people, traveling.
Yeah, my wife took me on a trip to Texas back in 2019. So I got to go to all the places I read about, but this one place really stuck out to me. It was in San Antonio. It's called 2M Smokehouse. So I messaged them on Instagram. I was like, you know, I really loved y'all's place, and I asked him, I think the first thing I asked him was how he did his pulled pork, because his pulled pork was really more juicier than anybody else's I ate. And he ended up texting me back and following us and liking my cheeseburger pictures and stuff. I was like, well, that's cool. So, long story short, me and him, we got to talking back and forth, and then his pitmaster that waited on me and Ashley when we went there, he got to follow me, and he would tell me, you know, about ribs and stuff, because their stuff always looked picture perfect. Mm-hmm. And I always wanted to be on that level, and then one day in like 2022, I looked up on Rib Wednesday here, and lo and behold, Dusty, the pitmaster from 2M, was in the line.
What?
Yeah.
He came up here?
Yeah.
To see you?
Yeah. Yeah, him and his then girlfriend, they got everything on the menu, and he now owns I think the best pizza restaurant in the world. It's called Lover's Pizzeria in San Antonio. I was just there last week. The biggest thing to ever happen to me was Dusty coming here, but then a couple months ago, I got a phone call at night, and my wife's like, oh God, what's wrong? Because it was real late at night, and I looked and it was John Lewis, and I thought, what the hell is John Lewis calling me for? And John Lewis, by the way, taught the guy at 2M Barbecue in Austin, Texas. And I think John Lewis started Franklin Barbecue with Aaron Franklin. So this is like big time. And he told me he saw my stuff on social media and he liked the way it looked. So, I mean, all the barbecue legends that I want to talk to, I've talked to. You know what I'm saying? I'd never believe I would be up hanging out with like superstars like that. But when Dusty came here that day, that meant more to me than I think anything. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, I learned from them guys, but, you know, I had to put in the work. I had to do the thing. It wasn't like they just, you know, you just...
Right, pick it right up.
Yeah.
You gotta perfect it.
Yeah.
It's like a craft.
Yeah. And I didn't start cooking briskets till like 2018. Yeah, the reason I did it was because it was a January day and it was real slow here, and I had a real busy December, and I was getting depressed because I said, well, man, we're not selling very good. But of course it was, you know, January.
Cold.
So I was like, I'm just gonna cook a brisket. And so I seen these videos on the internet. It was mostly Aaron Franklin. He's like really well known. Matter of fact, he started out with John Lewis. They started together. I've kind of come full circle, if you want to. Mm-hmm. Like started out watching watching his videos, and then his old partner, just calls me out of the blue.
And at nighttime, like, hey, been seeing your stuff.
Yeah, so that's, I mean, that's like when Dusty got here, that would be like if you was a kid and Michael Jordan came to your game or something.
Crazy. It's
Yeah.
like how you know you made it.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah. And Dusty tells people, when I was down there last week, he's like, yeah, man, best barbecue outside of Texas, this is the man right here. I think it was last year, this guy, it was Fish Friday, and fish sells out real fast, so this guy flew in from his grandma's in Louisville. He got here in like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, landed, and got here before the fish sold out.
By helicopter.
And so I guess he told his friends about us, and the next thing you know, there's like 2 helicopters here. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then one day there's 3 helicopters here. Right here in the back, my grandma lives right there, and this is our backyard here. It was this year, I think, was it 6 or 7 helicopters out here? And then a couple weeks ago, there was this guy from Moorhead, Kentucky. He's been watching our Instagram, I guess, and he knew he could fly out here, so he flew out here. I never met him in my life.
He said, I just pulled up my
I was like,
helicopter.
and they came out here and I was like, well, yeah, thanks for flying out. But yeah, if somebody will fly here to eat, that's one thing, but if they fly here again and again, I mean, that's got to tell you something. That's pretty cool. Well, Pimp Juice come about because when I ate at 2M Smokehouse, they had like a barbecue syrup. And I was like, you know, that's a pretty good idea, barbecue syrup. So I just started messing around, and eventually I came up with making syrup on the stove, and then I just mixed my homemade barbecue sauce with it, and I just glaze my ribs, because that's how 2M does it. They glaze their ribs. So, and back in my younger days, you know, the parties and stuff you go to, Nelly, Pimp Juice. So I was like, well, you know, this is Pimp Juice right here. If you taste it, you'll know. You'll be like, yeah, that's some Pimp Juice right there.
Pimp Juice.
They need to come out here because they'll definitely come back again. I mean, just today I had a guy from New Jersey and his wife that was here last year. They came back again today. I had a couple from Detroit, Michigan. They came back again today from last year and brought their sister. And before I came here to talk to y'all, some woman from Tampa, Florida, she's like, I'm from Tampa. I seen you on Facebook. I was like, oh, well, cool. I'll take your picture. You know, thanks for coming.
Yeah. So you're more than like a grocery store, restaurant, smokehouse. You're almost like a destination.
Yeah, I believe that, especially when you get people from like Australia. This one lady was here one day from the Philippines, and she said, oh, honey, this is my second time coming here. I was like, oh, okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, just tell anybody that believes in good food just to come here.
And then they'll come back.
I believe so. They might fly back. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to get a helicopter.
Yeah,
You need to be a baller. What are we doing?
Yeah, you can get here pretty fast. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this interview with Buckshot and B&N Food Market. I'm Ashley, your host of the Chowdown Roadshow. If you made it this far into the video, it would mean the world to us if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video and comment where we should go to next.